All right, collectors, today on the channel, we are going to take a look at the Punisher War Journal action figure set with the Bushwhacker and Punisher. A lot of stuff's been said about the Bushwhacker, and there's some controversy around, well, I just noticed this. So here's the box. It looks a lot like our, box that we have been seeing before, that Marvel's been using, or Hasbro's been using for other figures, the same format now. But this is what I noticed here. Look at the back of the box. Look, the logo's back. Look, the logo's back. The logo's back. So, here's the top of the box there. Oh, you know what? If you want it, I don't know if you're good. The UPCs I don't think is useless to you because I think this was an e-tailer exclusive or a Hasbro. So I don't think this is going to be at Walmart. But yeah, I noticed that was back as well. And, I for one am glad that Hasbro, Marvel, Disney took back control of that IP. The Punisher is a toy, so it's a cartoon character. So, it belongs where it belongs, whatever. I mean, people can use it for whatever they feel like using it for, but to me, it just stands for the Punisher. So anyways, back to this thing. Yeah, I saw it. I haven't seen any reviews on it. I wanted to get the set because I'm a big fan of the Punisher and his no-nonsense type of stuff. But he's a vigilante. We all know that it's, well, we should know that vigilantism is wrong. We should. But sometimes in an imaginary world, right, it feels like, justice should be dispensed quickly and swiftly. But there's some problems with that, right? That's why we have our justice system. Anyways, yeah, so here's the box. We're going to take everything out of it. We're going to go through it. Excited to go through it. Number one, let's just start out with let's just start out with the figures. Let me get everything out of here. All right, so let's start off with the Bushwhacker. Bushwhacker, apparently he was a priest once. Some parishioners got killed with some situation with drug cartels. He joined the CIA. They turned his skin into some pliable plastic and cybernetics, and now he can shoot projectiles. He can actually swallow bullets and shoot. Reload. He swallows gas, and he could do a flamethrower. He can shoot bullets out of his finger. So a little bit insanity there. And gosh, this is super gross, right? So here's this thing, right? Gross. Here's this finger. Just hilarious, but okay, whatever. I'm not gonna. It's Bushwhacker. I mean, those are his kind of ability. I wish they would have included something else, but that's what you get. But here's what I really bought it for. Does he look like Bushwhacker? Yes. Yes, he does. He's even got the, scars there on his face. Looks, quite ugly, right? I really picked it up because you know what? He's going to make a great thug. I could customize this body all day. I'd just probably take this stuff off here, maybe put a jacket on top of him to color this up or something. But the body, I don't know where it comes from. I'm sure it comes from a buck we've already seen somewhere. But it's not bad. So let's just go through it. So appearance-wise, he's fine. It's not a big deal. Am I going to give him a grade? Yeah, I'll give him a grade in a minute. So here's a close-up of his face there. You already saw he's got a rat tail on the back of his head there. Yep, can look up this far. Actually looks up pretty well. I love that hinge, that ball hinge joint. Can look down really well. I don't even know why they went away from it. And then they gave us that peg with the ball. I hate that thing. This works much better. Stop messing around with that goofy peg in there. It's dumb. So anyways, this looks great there. Can he look to the side? Not so much, but I don't mind it. I mean, how many times do you see a human do this? Like a dog? I don't know. Anyways. Let's see, what else does he have? He does not have a cut at the upper torso there. He can do an easy T-pose, no problem there, very easy. cut at the bicep, double jointed, pinless elbows. He does have, yeah, dice roll trigger fingers there. Very cool. Go back that far. Not too far, actually. It kind of hinders it, but he can go up quite a bit. So there's that. Cut at the waist. No drop down hips. It doesn't feel like drop down hips. Cut at the thigh. Double jointed pinned knees. Fine. Can kick up this far. That's pretty good. Does he have a cut at the... Does not have a cut at the... He doesn't have a boot cut, I don't think. I mean, he can twist his ankle like that. So he has an ankle pivot. So there's that. But not bad. Overall, I mean, he can't bend back very far. He doesn't have butterfly joints here. No drop down hips, but that's a plus or minus depending on here. He doesn't have a cut at the boot or down here at the bottom. But he does have that. I mean, articulation wise, like I said, I bought this figure not because it's Bushwacker, but because we can make him a good thug somewhere down the road. Switch out that head and boom, color up that body and he's something else, or put a jacket on him, you know, soft cloth jacket. He's amazing. Ultimately, articulation is about a, you know, solid, you know, I'm going to say like a 4.3, you know, because we're missing some things there. He's solid, you know, it's a solid figure, solid. And again, my ratings are over here. I think that's a solid figure. Yeah. Looks, I mean, he looks like Bushwacker. So, I mean, looks wise, you know, I'm going to rate him at a 4.3 again. I just don't like this. But then again, whatever. You know, you could, I mean, the Bushwacker wore that, whatever. He's a 4.3. He's a good figure, but he is missing, solid figure, but he is missing some articulation. But he's got enough there. No butterfly joints. You saw that. But he's got enough there. And I think he would make great custom fodder. So I'm never going to use this other stuff. Yeah, no. Anyways, all right, let's get to why we're here. Mr. Frank Castle. Let's look at Mr. Frank Castle and his interpretation of the War Journal. So what does he look like? Well, he looks like he did in the War Journal. He looks like that figure, clad in black with the big skull on there. One of the things that's interesting, you know, one of the things that you can't really take away from Punisher is when he has scuffs and stuff on him, right? I mean, he's going to get dirty. Frank Castle gets dirty. So one of the things that's weird, though, is this. That's interesting. I would have thought they'd paint that on there instead of put it on here, but I've seen it done both ways. Do I like it? No, I've actually seen it done where he has clips that make the teeth of the skull, but I mean, whatever. So he looks good. Looks exactly what I thought he would look like. Muscle, logo, face. He also gets this face too, so we can look at this as well. Very upset there. Oh, he's got some nice detail. The teeth, the tongue, the painting, the shading, the 5 o'clock shadow, the hair. Very well sculpted. Very, very well done. Missing the bandana on that. I like it. I really like the way this guy looks. It's a solid 4.5. Would I have done some things different? This bothers me. That bothers me. But other than that, it's a great figure. It's a great looking figure to me, personally. So, all right. Let's get into the articulation. You know, I'm a big fan of that. Let's see what happens here. Number one, he can look up a lot. Oh, man. He's not even a flying character. Wow. Look at that. He can look way down. And why can he do that wonderful tech? Because, oh yeah, he has this hinge instead of that stupid ball peg or whatever they call it. This is a hinge, a ball hinge, much, much easier. He can turn to the sides, do a little bit of that, not much, but I'd rather have the ability to look up than all that other mumbo jumbo that you can do with that other thing. It's no good to me. Does he have a cut? He does have a cut at the torso there. Does he have another cut down here? No. Okay, so it's just a cut at the torso. Easily does a T-pose. Fantastic. Look at that. So much like butter. Let's see what else. He does have, ooh, nice butterfly joints, highly articulated butterfly joints. And this gets in the way a little bit, but it's not bad. You can still pull them up. So that's not a big deal. Cut at the bicep there. Double jointed elbows. Does have a dice grip on that one, and an in and out on this one. We'll go over the other hands in a second. No cut at the waist, just up here at the top. I don't feel like there's a drop down there, but that's okay. Cut at the thigh, double jointed, pinless knees. Here, let me take this knee all the way back. Almost could touch his, boom, there you go. So very good on that. Can kick up pretty good. There we go. That's fine. Let's see. He does have a cut at the boot. That far down, that far up, that's a lot. And ankle pivot. So we've got everybody's there. I think the only thing we're missing is maybe drop down hips. That's it. There's no cut at the waist, but you don't really need it because he's got this action going on. So that's fine as well. Looks wise, what did we give him? I forgot already. Well, let's reevaluate. He looks exactly what I thought he'd look like. So if I already gave him a different score earlier, forgive me, but I'm going to give him a 4.5 looks wise. I think I didn't like this. Oh, I think I did mention that. Anyway, so 4.5. Articulation wise, to me, he's a solid like 4.8. So altogether, he's like a 4.6. He's a great figure. This is a great figure. Now, is he worth the $54 price tag? I don't know. Let's see. So you get him. Let's look at some of these weapons. We've seen this weapon before. He got this weapon from that previous, this weapon he got from, I think that set that he came with a bike. Oh, it's this guy. This guy came with it. This Punisher. So there it is. Looks good. We've got this Tech 9, something like that. I don't know. I never shot these in the military. We didn't have these. These are not a thing. Does this come out? No. Okay, there's that one. I believe this is a 1911. There you go. Okay. They've all got like a grayish gunmetal type of hue instead of a black hue, which is all right with me. That's fine. Now this is the one I don't like. Look at this. This weapon is absolutely, look at this, horrendous. I don't like this. This one is bad. This one is really bad. This one's a bad one. That's trash. I'm not gonna pick that up. It's trash anyways. I'll let the dust bunny pick it up or something. It's junk. That was, I would have preferred you put another handgun in there, Hasbro, instead of that piece of crap M16 or whatever. Yeah, it looks like an M16 or AR. It's just junk. Oh, you also get this hand grenade, frag grenade. There you go. Anybody remember how long you let it cook off before you throw it? Anybody remember how long do you have about before it explodes? Tell me in the comments if you remember. All right, let's look at the hands real quick. We've got 2 punching hands because he punches people. So we've got that. We've got another trigger hand, so we've got a set of trigger hands right there, a left and a right. And then we've got this hand here, which is the open hand. Looks like a Cobra Commander hand. And we have this, I love this hand right here, the one that points forward. You know what I mean? You know, hey, let's take this one. So altogether you have 1, 2, 3 sets of hands, and that is actually really great. Am I satisfied with the purchase? I am. 1 second. The worst thing about the set, there's nothing wrong with the set really, but if I'm going to rate something, oh, and you get this explosion. Hold on. You get this explosion. There you go. I really like this explosion. Have you seen it before? Did we see it with what is it, Red Widow, or what is it, Black Widow? Didn't we see that? Red Widow. Did we see it with Black Widow? I think she had some explosions. I don't know. That's cool. I like that. The worst thing about this set wasn't this ridiculousness. It was this ridiculousness. Other than that, it's a great set. So, what do I rate the set? I mean, I don't know. That's another thing. I'm happy with the purchase. How about that? I'm okay with it because I can definitely use him as fodder. He's got a ton of guns, and it's a very well articulated figure. Let's stand him up. A lot of people don't have this particular Punisher. To me, this Punisher is one of the best Punishers ever done. He's got just a very like, just a very hard look about him. That's the kind of guy, I'd expect to see. This Punisher here, hold on. I'd expect to see that Punisher on the streets. I'd expect to see this Punisher in a cartoon. So, still a good looking Punisher, but that one to me has always been a really good one. So anyways, but this one's very well articulated and not bad either. Maybe I could take if I could take a trench coat to him or something, and I don't know. Anyways, still looks good, just like the comics. So satisfied with my purchase, very happy with it. I think this was ridiculous, but other than that, fantastic. What do you guys think of it? Are you guys gonna pick up this set or not? It's pricey, so let me know in the comments. I am happy to stay there. I am happy with it. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate every single one of you. Special thanks for the members for believing in the channel, staying with me. We are going to post up a toy hunt tomorrow evening, tomorrow morning, we'll see. And we'll go from there. Hey, you know what? I'm actually kind of infamous for never comparing, just forgetting to compare the height on these things. I'm just infamous for it. Everybody has this dope. So here he is. Let's bring it down a little bit so you can see a little better. Pull it up a little bit here so you can kind of look at it straight on from below there. Oops. Let's see. Will you let go a little? There we go. Tighten it up. All right, so he's taller than Darwin, which he should be. Frank Castle is a tall guy. And so there you go. Darwin standing next to him. And let's see Mr. Bushwacker over here. Oh, Bushwhacker's way taller than Darwin, just by a mile. Poor Darwin. Is he taller? Is Bushwacker taller than Frank? He is. So there you go. Bushwacker is taller than Frank. Why doesn't Bushwacker stand? There you go. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate every single one of you. I've did the size comparisons. Don't get upset in the comments. Yeah, let's keep the channel growing. I appreciate every single one of you. Don't forget to enter the contest for the October 31st giveaway. We're a couple of days away. There's still time. Link in the description below. Hard act to follow. I'll be mailing out your prize Wednesday, which is tomorrow. So thank you so much, everybody, for participating. Thank you, everybody, for subscribing. Let's continue to grow the channel. And as always, as long as you guys keep watching, I'll keep rolling these out.